Every weekend since June, tens of thousands of people in Hong Kong have been staging protests against their government and the nation of China. The demonstrations are increasingly turning violent, as they did just this past weekend. Our George Thomas is on the scene in Hong Kong with this report.
You know, it's quite remarkable to imagine that more than 24 hours ago, it was a completely different scene here at Shan Tin Mall in Hong Kong.
On Sunday, scores of anti-government protesters squared off with riot police at a mall, subway station, and on the streets of Hong Kong's northern town of Sha Tin, in what has become an all-too-familiar scene. For 16 straight weekends, demonstrators took their anger and frustration to the streets, setting barricades on fire and blocking roads. Police responded by charging the crowds, firing tear gas and beating protesters. At one point during the day, demonstrators ripped and trampled on a Chinese flag, provoking an angry response from China's state media, which called the act blasphemy. In one suburb, a more peaceful march brought dozens of people together, singing the U.S. national anthem and holding American flags as they walked the streets. Demonstrators have urged the Trump administration to save Hong Kong from China.
Hong Kong is the forefront of the battle against the totalitarian regime of China, and this is the forefront of the free world. Please support us. Please support us in our fight.
The protests erupted over a controversial extradition law, which would have allowed Hong Kong citizens to be extradited to mainland China. Critics argued those extradited could face human rights abuses. The bill has since been withdrawn, but the protests continue as Hong Kongers push for more freedoms and less control from China. Meanwhile, the former British colony is bracing for potentially more chaos ahead of next Tuesday's 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
While the Chinese government will hold massive celebrations, authorities here in Hong Kong are canceling various events, including a major fireworks display that will mark the national holiday on October 1st. George Thomas, CBN News, Hong Kong.